Greetings and good evening, adventurers. How's it hanging?
Pretty good. How about you?
Not too bad.
Yeah.
I would like to begin the session by everyone please rolling a wisdom saving throw for me.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Not
Half
feeling
the party's down.
Your time spent in Avernus is wearing on you. Even just being barely 10 miles away from where El Terrell has landed, the horrors that you have encountered thus far have proven to be heavy to handle. And you have been exposed to a part of the true nature of the universe that you previously could have only perhaps even begin to dream about. And Sylvie and Krayley, when the two of you wake up after your long rest of the previous session we had last week, you feel a bit grumpy, a little cranky, and both of you are now lawful evil.
Oh.
Oh.
This is gonna be interesting.
The short time that you've been in Avernus has proven to be taxing upon your souls. I would say that perhaps, I don't know, for the time being, I don't want to I don't really necessarily want to dictate what that means for your characters, you know? You guys can kind of decide for that for yourselves, but perhaps maybe a good place to start is changing or adopting a new flaw for your character.
Interesting. Okay.
Ideas.
Hold on, I need to find a pen. I don't know, I have no pen. Be right back.
It's okay. Wow.
Okay. The evil in Avernus is pervasive. Beyond that, you all stand atop Harmon's Hill. You can kind of see 360 degrees around you from the top of this ridge. I have a mechanical question. Your tracking arrow, Krayley, can you click the text for that for me?
Yep. Let me find it. Oh.
Interesting. Let me make just like a chance or a luck roll here. As I said last week, on the other side of the ridge, some short distance, the river Styx winds across the landscape of Avernus, and off in the distance, you can see this large turtle-like creature fishing in the river. There's a small campsite behind him, and he is still there, casting his line periodically into the river Styx. Every now and again, he will pull some globe of light from the river on the end of his line and place it into an iron lantern. You can see there's like a small stack of these lanterns in a cart beside his tent, just sort of illuminating the far side of the river there. To the east of you, there is a large volcano coming up out of the surface of Avernus, and just these clouds of black and red and orange smoke are billowing up into the sky. And it appears as though your arrow, Krayley, is still lodged into its target, and you feel the location of the entity that absconded with Lulu change from a layer below you onto this layer of the Nine Hells, off in the direction of that large volcano. Kind of around Harman's Hill now, some of the bark of the iron trees have softened to shades of a dull browns, and they look, I don't know if lifelike is the right word, but more natural, I suppose. And some of them are even sprouting small leaves, flowers, or fruits. The area around the hillside here has grown little patches of flora and fauna, some of it resembling some of the local things that appear in Avernus that I gave you a list of, Krayley, as well as some alien to this plane of existence. And there's sort of a bit of a little patch of life now here growing on Harman's Hill, where these Hell Riders had been hanging in payment for their betrayal to Zariel. You have all awoken from your... Oh, sorry. Lep, you're currently have 1 level of exhaustion, so that check should be at disadvantage.
Yeah, it should. Let me redo that. I forgot about that.
Oh, that's only ability checks, not saving throws.
Oh, is it? Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Is that level 2 saving throws?
That's level 3.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Never mind, you're good.
Okay.
As you guys emerge from your long rest, you notice this change in the landscape here atop the hill. And Lep has spent much of the last 8 hours creating this little patch of the Feywild mixed with some of the growth of Avernus. And otherwise, you guys have had a long rest. You have all your spell slots back. You're level 8 now, and you are welcome to continue how you see fit now.
Well, seems like that arrow I launched earlier kind of given a ping over near the volcano. It seemed like they had gone down a layer, but decided to come back, and are now headed towards that volcano. I think that's where we should go.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're just gonna ignore the weird-looking guy over there?
Yeah, we fucking will.
I mean, he might have food or drink or
I think we
cigars.
should
That's
do what I want. That's what I think. So, think that's the most direct path.
Yeah, the sooner we find Lulu, hopefully the sooner we get out of here. Admittedly, I'm a little concerned by the fact that she was hellbent that this place was location of Zariel's sword, but clearly it's not. So part of me believes that maybe she secretly still just does not want. She's afraid of the change it could cause to Zariel, I think.
So you
Okay.
think she would intentionally trick us?
No, not intentionally.
She is very naive.
Well, some might say stupid.
I don't think she.
Well, this is the path that led us into a trap, but I think we should head that direction.
Yeah.
Well, if you want, I can try to fly us over there.
Mavithor will look to Smiler and say, "You have any insight about that volcano over there?"
He says, yes, it is Bell's Forge. A place where arms and armor are crafted to supply Zariel's army.
Ooh.
Impenetrable, I would say. That getting entangled with Bell is treacherous, to say the least. He used to be the master here in Avernus until Zariel dethroned him and took his place. The two of them plot against each other endlessly. Whatever he's taken Lulu for, it cannot be good. But I would imagine that, at the very least, he intends to use her as some form of bargaining chip.
Well, undoubtedly, if he's plotting against Zariel, he probably plans to use Lulu to his advantage to some degree.
All this talk is boring. Can we go?
Before you guys head out, there's like a popping sound, and in a little flash of purple energy and light, there's some rustling in a bush just nearby, and a little black imp tumbles out of it, with bright green eyes. He has like a little sort of chainmail shirt on, with like a sort of a something that looks kind of like a pocket watch woven into the links of the chain on the breast of it. And he tumbles out of one of these new little bushes that's been growing up over the night, and he spots you all, and he says, "Ah! Oh! Are you friends of Dolos?"
Friend would be a strong word, but
Yeah.
sure. Let's go with it for now.
What dealings do you have with Dolos?
I have no dealings with Dolos. I've actually come to deliver his companions a message from Sir Thirstwell Van Tamper.
Okay.
Who's that?
You see, Mr. Thirstwell believes that any transmissions through magical means would be intercepted by any number of devils or demons. So he has sent me his messenger here to find you all and deliver the tidings, the current news of what's happening in Baldur's Gate.
Okay. And that is...
Well, as you know, Sir Olden Ravengard left a woman by the name of Liara Porter in charge in his absence. It turns out that, she, along with possibly many others, was actually in league with Thavius Krieg, and now she is doing something similar that Thavius did to the population of Elturel. She has convinced the citizens of Baldur's Gate that Older Ravengard was a traitor to them, and that he is the one that was responsible for what happened to Elturel. She has reignited the Flaming Fist and has been endlessly recruiting new members into its ranks. You see nightly devils pound at the gates of Baldur, and although they never press their attack too far, she has convinced the population that devils are going to overtake the city and that its citizens must bind themselves to serve the city at all costs. Sir Thirstwell believes that when she has enough members in her ranks, she's going to turn the Flaming Fist over to Zariel, much like Thavius did the citizens of Elturel.
That's terrible.
Giving me a headache.
Fucking sucks.
Well,
Oh gosh. Can you relay a message back? Can you take a message back?
Yes, of course.
Free of charge, I assume?
Sir Thirstwell only wishes to see you succeed here in returning Elturel to the material plane.
Oh yeah. Hell
He
fucking yeah.
is doing his best to work against Liara Porter, as he promised Sir Older Ravengard, without, his subterfuge being discovered.
bring a few things back with you to give to Thirstwell.
I can travel with a few things, sure.
I pull out Dolos's mask, ring, and his journal. And I hand all of them to the imp.
Oh. He pulls out a, small satchel, and he sort of stuffs them in there. Mr. Thirstwell says that if your situation is truly dire, that I would be able to return with all of you if you wish, but, he believes that Baldur's Gate and Elturel, and all of us on the material plane, have not many hopes left, your party being one of them.
Oh, no pressure, huh?
Well, the world is in our hands now, I guess.
That's fun.
It's not fun at all.
Well, I think we can do it. I believe in us. Yay, go team! No one? Okay.
Hell yeah, I'll give that high five.
Yeah!
Can you take a message back to Thirstwell to please keep himself and my mom and hopefully the people of Southfoot safe, and if need be to travel beyond the city line into the woods. My mother would probably know a safe path if needed. If things get dire.
Sir Thirstwell has already made sure that your mother has found a safe place to hide. As soon as he, discovered the Ara Porter's true intentions for the citizens of Baldur's Gate, he used his resources to make sure that she would find a safe place to harbor until things settled back down and the situation in the city was resolved.
Good. Thank you for your service, Sir. Yep. Person.
My name is Drix, if you prefer to refer to me as something, if anything.
Yes, Sir Drips. Yes, Sir Drips. Give him anything. Yeah.
He says, is there anything else that, you need Sir Van Thamper to know, Mr. Thirstwell?
Tell him, tell him that Sylvie, spoke with, Dolos in a seance. And he's doing as well as one could in the clutches of the Lord of Bones.
I will, tell this to, Mr. Thirstwell, but perhaps not yet. He is under enough pressure, and I fear that this information would possibly break his heart.
Yeah.
Right now, he is using all of his strength to work against the Ara Porter to help the people of Baldur's Gate. But if I find that it's necessary or the time becomes right, I will let him know.
Thank you. Oh, I have one more thing. And she gives him the letter from Dolos. That's for Thirstwell.
he tucks it away with the other objects. And he says, "Of course, I will deliver the message when the time is right." Sir Thirstwell wishes to know how best he can serve you while you are all here in Avernus.
I don't think he can really help us out that much. I mean, unless he plans to deliver the sword himself, I don't see how he can really help too much.
I think he should protect the people the best he can. And get people out of the city when things look dire.
Mm-hmm. You could also try and get allies. It can be one of those like cool soap opera things, you know, like that one game. I forget what it's called.
Hopscotch.
Yeah,
No,
hopscotch.
that doesn't. Well, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know the games that you guys play.
Sir Thirstwell asked me to inquire, if I did not meet them myself, of the status of, Mr. Ravengard and, his companion.
His companion being Vorn?
Yes, Sir Vorn Lightheart.
Who?
Alright, well, Older is alive to our knowledge. He's holed up in the high halls of Elter Realm. And Vorn was murdered by Dolos.
Yeah, he fucking dead.
Another piece of information that I will perhaps keep to myself for the time being. There are few allies left in Baldur's Gate. Miss Liara Porter's proven to be a clever and charismatic leader. The people of Baldur's Gate have fallen under her spell quite impressively, and nearly more than half the city has pledged their service to the Flaming Fist.
Well, have you tried, like, outside the city to look for allies?
Devils have, the people of Baldur's Gate pressed into the city quite firmly.
No, I don't mean on, like, the mortal realm. No, some people are really stupid. I mean, like, in, like, other planes of existence. Like, do you have, like, holy people doing the weird prayer things that they do? Or you can maybe contact the Feywild. I could help you with that. Yeah.
Well, Liara Porter is using the will of the gods to trick the people into believing that it is their duty to serve in the name of Torm, and, of course, it is all deception.
But no one's actually tried to see if she's telling the truth with, like, a Zone of Truth spell or something like that. If she has
that's
nothing
how
to
you
hide, then she should have no fear of a Zone of Truth spell.
Yeah,
Well, why
call
would-
her out. Call her a fucking dork and see how she responds.
Dork is really rude. Why don't you call her something else?
There were those that questioned her at the beginning, yes, but they have been dealt with.
Oh, they did?
Sir Thirstwell, he is doing his best to find allies, but the presence of the devils outside of the gates of the city are doing well to convince the people that they are in dire trouble, and that the only path to victory is in service of the city and themselves. Of course, much like Thavius Krieg had the citizens of El Terrell swear an oath, she has done the same. But I believe that there's Sir Thirstwell believes that there's a hidden agenda, of course. That being that they've truly sworn themselves into the service of Zariel, once she believes that the time is right.
There's always a hidden agenda.
I'm sorry that I have to bring you such bad tidings.
Drix, is there any way we can summon you if we have any more information to give Thirstwell?
There is no means that I have for you to summon me, but Sir Thirstwell believes that it is best that perhaps we remain in regular contact, so I may come back in perhaps a week's time to see how you've progressed here in Avernus.
Okay.
Well, thank you, Drix.
Sir Thirstwell urges you to limit your telepathic communications or communications through any other magical means. He believes that the devils and demons alike can hear any transmission of this nature.
You
What
can
do you
tell him I
suggest?
lost that raven pin, so I'm a step ahead of the game.
What's a raven pin?
It's a walkie-talkie kind of thing.
What's a walkie-talkie?
Honestly, I don't know.
It's where you walk
Okay.
and talk.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're gonna be doing that soon.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Sir, Master Thirstwell, he does have one stalwart ally in his fight against Liara Porter. The proprietor of the Silver Spire has given me a gift to bring you. He thought that it might be useful for you here in Avernus if you were forced to stay. And he kind of starts rummaging around in his little satchel, and he pulls out like something that kind of looks like a little chess piece. It's like a tiny little castle.
He grabs it and just starts like inspecting it.
Let me see too, Sylvie.
It's mine. What is this, like a chess piece?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like holding it out of Crayley's reach.
No, Sylvie, let me see.
It's mine!
Orlando thought that you might find yourselves in desperate need of a place to refuge, and so he offered this in assistance to your cause. And this is an instant fortress.
Mhm. Oh, Drix, you want to do me a favor?
I can try.
Lev pulls out a little, maybe 3x3 inch sundial. It is very tiny. It does not work. And he's like, I want you to take this and give it to this guy. It won't do anything right now, and it might not even work. But if it does, maybe in I don't know, sometime in the future, you may get contacted by the Feywild. If you do, that might help you. If not, the little piece of metal.
I'll take it with me, and he tosses it with the other stuff.
Any-
He says, if there are any final things you can think of that I can return to Master Thirstwell with, any means that you might need of assistance for the next time I return.
I suppose I
Can you
just
guys-
need one thing cleared up. How is our succeeding here going to impact the fate of Baldur's Gate? Since it seems that half the city's already devoted to this, and he'll kind of motion to Avernus.
Drex says, that's a good question. Perhaps Ariel is the only one that knows the answer, truly. But I would believe that your success here would matter to the fate of everyone.
Well, I'll take your word for it.
I mean, what if we just try to talk to Zariel? We can be like,
Good luck with
hey
that.
girl, I don't know you,
Um,
but you look
mean-
cool.
We
It-
kind of tried that before.
You wanna get some
Yeah.
tea?
It
Oh,
didn't
you guys
end
did?
well.
Yeah.
Briefly, but we already know that
Yes,
exchange
she's-
wouldn't go
She's
well.
stubborn.
Oh, did you guys did her husband cheat on you guys, or like the wife cheating you guys, or was it like a bastard son involved, or was like one of her servants like murdered or had an affair with one of you guys, or like
I think she just generally hates us.
why would she do that?
It's devils.
I thought she was an angel. Was she a devil?
Was.
She was.
She both? Oh.
She's a fallen angel.
Well, what if she can like be an angel again, like reverse devil angel?
That's very optimistic of you.
I mean, angels are cool. I've never met one, but they sound really nice.
I've never met one either.
Well, then why don't we go meet an angel and ask them?
Honestly, it's not a bad idea. I don't see any though.
All devils around here.
Well, what if we like go up?
Well, I want to
Mhm.
do my plan first.
Oh
which is
no,
go
yeah,
to the volcano.
we gotta save Lulu. You gotta save
Yes.
Lulu.
Yeah. It's our first
How are we gonna
goal.
do that?
My plan.
We
Already
gotta
in motion.
find her first.
We start walking, and we're gonna get there.
Sylvie starts walking.
You sure you guys don't want to like have an easier time getting there? We have these cars.
Oh yeah, the cars. Oh, but wait a minute. That'll attract attention.
Well, you can fly on my back. I can be like a evil bird.
Hmm.
I got wings.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Pretty
Appreciate the
badass
offer
wings.
though. Yeah, they are.
Oh man.
Well, before we go running off doing that, maybe a little bit of guidance will help us out and see if this is even the path we should be taking. And Avatar won't reach into his bag and take out a stick of incense and one of the pieces of armor that Harmon was wearing, and he'll use it to cast divination.
What is your question?
Well, it's a specific goal, so what is the outcome of us going to rescue Lulu the Hollyphant at Bell's Forge?
You're asking Asmodeus?
I mean, it says a god or a god servant, but yeah, I have to answer truthfully.
What is the outcome of rescuing Lulu?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to be more specific about outcome, or...
Worth it.
I mean, I imagine it'd probably be worth it because, you know, it feels kind of like we should do it. Any input from the peanut gallery?
I mean, I'm okay with it. It just looks really scary.
I mean, about the phrasing of the...
Is you can say is Krayley's plan the best plan in the whole world?
You could be more specific. Like,
What's the likelihood of one of us dying?
yeah, I don't want to die.
Yeah, what's the likelihood of success of us saving
Living.
Lulu from Bell's Forge?
You are, you receive a response, Mavathor, from a god's servant. And you hear a voice say, "You seek the Bleeding Citadel, don't you?"
Over the table, are we doing that?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Lulu's not the only one that possesses the knowledge of its location. I do as well, and I'd be more than happy to tell you. If you do something for me, come to my forge. We can talk about it further.
Avatar will extinguish the incense and say, well, that was useless.
Who was that? What was said?
God.
It was servant of Asmodeus. I think it was actually the owner of Bell's Forge.
The big scary red guy?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh no.
Well, all good things, I hope.
Well, I mean, he claimed to have knowledge of where the Bleeding Citadel is, and, he was speaking of in exchange for that information.
What does he want in exchange for it? You gotta be careful with these deals.
He didn't say, but regardless, it looks like we have to go to Bell's Forge.
Okay.
So, light?
Perhaps- I mean, we'll go there, see what his deal is, and if something we don't like, we can thrash him.
So we can take the cars, is what you say.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
It's only gonna cost a single coin, right? You're the driver, Mavathor. I hope you
Um,
know.
Will it? I don't know how much we've got left
Yeah.
in the tank.
How much fuel do we get? We
Uh,
got 2 of them now, right?
yeah, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
you have 2 of them now. Both of their tanks are pretty low.
Well, I can drive.
Crayley woke up grumpy. He just wants to get there, so for a single coin, I think he can accept that cost.
Okay, well, we gotta figure out which of these coins, like, belong to, like, kind of a shitty person.
We can do that?
I don't know. I mean, they're all, like, very distinct, I think. Is there a way I can, I can tell whose soul these are?
If there is, could Lep help?
Say again?
Is there a way that Sylvie can discern, like, what kind of person the person whose soul is trapped in the soul coin was? Like, if they were, like, a good person or a bad person?
And if there
Um,
is, could Lep help? Given this whole thing with memories and dreams and all that.
Yeah, let me see. I believe they're... I would say maybe something like casting a detect evil or good on a soul coin would maybe indicate the nature of the soul trapped within.
Do you have detect good and evil?
Not prepared.
Shit, okay.
I have purified food and drink. Do we consider a soul coin to be food? For, like, the people?
I don't think that's how it works, look.
Wait, can you even eat them?
I mean, I guess if you're really desperate, but I don't think that would go down very well.
Oh, okay. Sounds like it could be fun.
I don't think fun's the word. Okay, well, Sophie's just gonna look at the coins and pick out the one that looks the grossest.
It's think it's only fair, Sylvie.
This person probably really shady.
Good idea, leaving it up to chance.
I think it's the cost we have to pay to get there.
Yeah. Are we
Yeah.
using both vehicles or just one?
I don't know. What do you guys think?
I don't know.
I
I'm
think
voting
one.
for two.
How many soul coins do you guys have between you all? Do you guys know?
Like 20 something.
Yeah, on me, I have 20 right now.
Mm.
I'm not carrying any.
None. By the way, is that weird guy still on the other side of the river Styx?
It would appear so.
Does Lev think that he can see them? Or that this person can see them?
If you can see him, then it's likely that he could see you, probably. You
Well,
look in his direction, and beyond his little campsite, you can see a plume of smoke, or not smoke, but like a plume of dust kicking up across the wasteland, and you can make a perception check.
yeah. This is with disadvantage.
That's still nice.
Bad.
At the front and center of the plume, you see a large bull-like creature driving an infernal war bike, kind of similar to Schmeiler's, although quite a bit bigger, barreling in the direction of the turtle.
I imagine Lep like tries to get the guy's attention and like jumps up and down and waves his arm and is like, "Yo, turtle guy, there's a bull behind you. Well, on the way to you."
Well, you're too far to for them to hear you, but
He'll try. I don't.
sure.
Lep, I don't think Lep understands sound enough.
Okay,
But that's
I
enough.
He
gotcha.
turns to him and she goes, Lap, what the hell are you doing?
Look, there's a bull and there's a turtle.
What?
There's a bull trying to carry a bike and there's a turtle fishing.
Okay, and?
Didn't we save him?
I mean, he's not really been used to us, is he?
But he's a turtle.
Yeah.
Aren't we supposed to be the good guys?
I mean,
Well-
we kind of have bigger issues at hand than saving a turtle.
How far away is Lep from the turtle?
Let's see. There's what, 5,280 feet in a mile? I'd say maybe you're about a half a mile away.
Come on, guys. Really? It's right there. We can just go save him quickly, then go to the forge.
I don't know.
Please.
You see the bike come to a slow at the camp, and the bull and the turtle begin to have a conversation together.
Oh, maybe it's not a fight.
They're friends, okay? It's all good.
You
We can
see,
still say hi. It's polite.
you
How
see,
about we get to work?
you see the turtle pile the rest of his lanterns back into his cart, which has these big overland wheels on them, and the bull attaches the cart to the back of his bike. The turtle climbs up inside of the cart, and they look like they're getting ready to leave the riverside.
Is the turtle looking in our direction?
No, they're probably both facing away from you at this point.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess we'll be okay.
I think Sylvie's idea, which is kind of my idea, is a good
So
idea.
it's both. Okay. Well, I know you can't hear me or see me, but bye, turtle.
The rest of you guys can make some perception checks if you want.
Sylvie's so cranky she can't even think straight.
Hmm. From this distance, you're unsure, Mavathor, but you believe that you may have seen this Minotaur fellow before. He looks quite similar to the Minotaur you encountered in El Terrell, that was traveling with the Red Dragonborn in the chapel.
Yeah, probably don't want to associate with them.
Why? They seem like nice people. How can a turtle and a bull be bad?
If you want to go meet them, be my guest.
Oh, okay. Can I take one of the cars?
Well,
Smiler says, you can borrow my bike if you want.
Oh. Okay. I promise I'll damage it.
Hold up. Lep, you're not going by yourself. You're going to get killed.
Why would I get killed? They're nice people.
There we go. Nobody's nice
Well-
down here.
Smiler can come with me. He knows what he's doing.
well, Smiler, I had a question of my own for you. Put that on pause. Yes. I was thinking. I'm full of so many ideas right now. I'll pull out Flame Tongue and then activate it. I can't remember what word I had. I say Trogo. And say, oh, with this, I'm just thinking fire machine. Would this work instead of a soul coin for these machines? I think it's a pretty good idea.
I don't think that you would be able to, put it into the tank. As far as I know, the, infernal war machines are only, fueled by two sources. Soul coins and demon ichor. Now, if your object had a soul trapped inside of it, perhaps it could fuel the machine.
No.
Okay.
Well, some of us. Oh man, I don't know if Craig would ask this or not. Oh, I gotta think.
Thinking of exchanging your new power for
Well, like, I'm just gonna say this out of character. I'm trying to. The trait I tried to pick was childish, like childlike. So that's why I'm acting all over the place. Maybe I went a little too chaotic with it, but out of character, I'm thinking like, would our blood work? Since, but
We're
I'm trying to. I don't
infused
think.
with the demonicker, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think Krayley in this not lawful evil state would want to sacrifice his own blood. So
Well,
he would. Just
you gotta kind of remember that lawful evil is, as far as the alignment spectrum goes, is someone that still does follow a strict code or hierarchy.
okay. Maybe I was playing a little too chaotic.
But they become a little more interested in personal gain at any cost, and so often, like, to use Mavathor as an example, everything might be seen as a means to an end for Mavathor or someone like Mavathor, but you still have to act within the bounds of the laws of the universe, or often, lawful evil entities are somewhat calculating. They have to be organized, and they're often tyrannical. So, like, for an example of how this could, like, possibly manifest, these are just examples. Not suggestions, but, like, for Sylvie as an example, like, if she becomes lawful evil, she might become quite single-minded in seeking out her sister's soul more than anything, and viewing that as more important than what you guys are doing now.
Okay.
So, like, that would be maybe an example of how that would manifest if lawful evil creeped into her personality. It's that you start to view your goals as the most important thing, and you'll do anything to achieve them. And you'll try to look for ways to use the rules and the laws in your favor.
Okay. I appreciate that.
Yeah. I know it's kind of tough because, 5th edition, I think, for most of its existence, they tried to sort of do away with the alignment system a little bit, and then they were like, maybe it's important in some cases, and they started, like, putting it back into creature stat blocks and stuff like that,
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's sort of just like a loose way to inform behavior, kind of like your bonds, flaws, features, and traits when you're creating your character. It's like a mindset more than anything else.
Okay.
But lawful is like the opposite of chaos. Chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So not lep at all.
Yeah, I think I was playing that too. Yeah. So.
Too chaotic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, for like Krayley, it's the things you want. You start to view them as more important than anything else.
Okay.
And what you'll do to get them will be like use others in any way that you can, but in more indirect ways, and then moving towards like neutral evil in direct ways, and you don't really care about the consequences as much as you move down the neutral to chaotic side of the spectrum.
Gotcha.
All sounds awfully familiar.
Yeah, lawful is like you still consider the means to which you're using people, because you know that going too far, then it's more likely you will then start to suffer consequences of your own actions, because people will, if to outsiders it seems like you're still acting within the bounds of some code of conduct or rule set, then people still kind of take you seriously. But if you move down the spectrum and you're more neutral or chaotic on the evil spectrum, then you're acting outside of anyone else's interests, and then people take you less seriously and they just start to see you as a threat more than anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I appreciate that.
And if you don't want to incorporate, this is just one of those bonus rule suggestions for Avernus. If you're not into it after a session or whatever, just we can ditch it, you know.
I'll be honest, I'm totally into it.
Yeah, same.
I think I took it a little. I know I'm repeating myself. I think I took it a little too chaotic.
Yeah, I mean it'll take a
but I'm
minute.
totally
Yeah,
into
you
it.
know, you can feel it out or whatever, but maybe if that's helpful to like define what it means actually just in a general sense, it might be more helpful.
It does. It
Yeah.
does. I might make Crayley might have a little shift here.
Yeah.
Not as sassy.
Yeah, not sassy Crayley. That was a little.
So yeah, I mean, you know, maybe you'd still do want, even though like Lulu is a good entity, that still could be your main goal, and so you'll start to try and convince, you know, others like this is the most important thing because I want it, you know, more than anything else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense for my end goals. So, thank you.
At this point,
Yeah, guys.
well, go ahead.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, but please, I can ride the bike. It's fine. If Smiley comes with me, we'll just say hi, see how they're doing, then we'll come back.
Oh,
I
no,
promise.
Nope.
Why not?
Does that seem
You're gonna get
wise?
yourself
Len?
killed.
I mean, they don't look that bad. And what's wrong with introducing yourself to new people?
What part of no one is nice here do you not understand?
There's always some kindness in the world. There has to be.
We're leaving him here. Let's go, guys.
I think Lulu is that kindness.
Yeah. But we can also be, I can be kind to those people. You know, don't we need allies and things? I
Well,
can
I
be
just-
like, hi guys.
I just want to play this out. Let's say you go there. You know, there's
Okay.
this scenario you're describing where maybe they need some help and maybe we get some new allies. But I think Mavathor is right here. Most people we've run into have not been very nice towards us. What about the other side? You ride there and they don't want to communicate and they follow you back.
Well, that's why you guys go towards the forge and me and Smiley go this way. And if it's bad, we just go towards the forge.
Yeah, but then they'll follow you.
Well, it's the forge. It's like an imperial fortress or whatever. But they really want to follow us since it's the supposedly worst place to go.
How are you going to get
Whatever.
across the river?
I'll fly.
Are you gonna fly too, Smiler?
I
Can
can
look
carry
at
him.
Smiler? Oh, I want
I
to
mean,
see
I'm not
Smiler's
that-
reaction.
Drawn, but I can try.
Smiler says, it is unlikely that those two are going to have anything meaningful for you to learn, Lep. The most likely case is that they'll murder you and put your soul into one of those little lanterns of theirs.
See?
Be good.
And potentially both your souls. You and Twig.
Oh, that'd be really bad. Okay, I'll go with you guys.
Okay, good. I'm
Can you
glad
let me
that's settled.
drive the motorcycle though, Smiler?
Yeah, sure, if you want.
Oh, thank you. Let's hug him.
He
He
just glares at him like, "What are you doing?"
he just kind of goes. He just kind of goes stiff.
Yeah, a hug's a hug.
I would say that without replenishing the fuel tanks in the other two vehicles, you guys will get about halfway before one or both runs out of fuel.
Sylvie. I'm kind of like retroactively saying some things here. I know I really don't want to use these soul coins, but ultimately, in this situation, where speed kind of matters in terms of Baldur's Gate,
And Lulu.
now facing, and Lulu, but Baldur's Gate facing a similar fate as El Terrell, I do think speed is of the essence, and I think sacrificing a soul is worth that greater cause. How many souls we're going to save in return?
Yeah, you got a point. I take the two grungiest looking ones out. These guys are probably pretty shady, so.
Or poor unfortunate souls.
Might be the first time we condemned souls to oblivion.
Yeah, that's true.
Really?
Yeah, every time we kill a devil here, their soul's condemned to complete and total oblivion.
Very fun.
Oh, that's sad.
To be honest, Mavathor, I didn't know that. But I appreciate the insight.
Is there a way we don't have to kill them?
If you want to live.
Well, I mean, like, we can still live and be friends. What if I got them, like, tea? Or, like, a gift? Or, like, I could make a deal and be like, here's a cup of tea, and in return you
Wig,
enjoy it.
I think speed is of the essence at this point. Would you please relay that to Lip?
Lep is on the motorcycle. He's just waiting. He's just talking.
Sorry, Krayley's being so rude right now. But
It's okay.
we gotta go.
All right. You guys refuel the soul coins. You hear these as you place the coins into the tanks of the infernal vehicles. You hear these horrid screams as the souls in the coins are torn asunder and turned to hellish fuel for your traveling pleasure.
I'll ride in Sylvie's vehicle, in case it matters.
Smiler will pilot the other one if you guys want.
Sylvie jumps into the big one. Gets ready to drive.
I'm in Sylvie's vehicle.
No idea what I'm doing.
Neither do I.
Hey.
I just hope I don't crash the motorcycle.
Oh, don't say that.
I actually got some. I didn't realize these were here until I was doing a little reading and mini prep work. But there's like I got a bunch of map. I got that essentially last month's offering for DM Pro or whatever was this map pack with like 400 maps in it, and like 90 were for Descent to Avernus, and so there's like colored maps of all the locations for the module or whatever. But there were also these these infernal machines.
Ooh.
Nice. Hell yeah.
What do you guys have? A demon grinder, right? A grinder and a scavenger now, or a tormentor?
Scavenger.
Yeah.
Scavenger.
Yeah, I think there's a grinder and a scavenger.
Oh yeah, that's the wrecking ball one.
Yeah, we had the wrecking ball and the claw.
Yeah.
And you guys take to the wastelands, heading towards the big volcano coming up out of the Avernian wastelands. As you head in that direction, you know, the stifling. What's up?
Do we happen to kind of double checking here? Do we, if we're driving and we happen to pass any of the infernal orchids, I would request that we stop.
Was there some at the hill?
Yeah, some did grow at the hill.
Oh, they did? I
Yeah.
thought they were. I would have. Then I guess I would have picked some of them at the hill. Sorry.
Yeah, there was a single orchid.
I will pick that one.
They tend to, I believe the orchids tend to grow more abundantly along the river Styx.
Thank you.
We're pretty close. Why don't we just do our quick little 5-minute mid-session break right here? I gotta get up for a second.
Okay.